And joining us right now on the program, Case IH has recently rolled out the Steiger 785 quad track. I know this was an exciting piece that was at the Farm Progress Show this year, and we're going to learn more about this. Joining us for a conversation, Mark Burns with Case IH. Mark, it's great to talk with you, sir. Hope all is well.
Yeah, I do appreciate the opportunity. It's been an exciting couple of weeks since Farm Progress. The 785 quad track has made several stops since then, and the excitement has really continued.
Well, give us some details on the advancements with the 785 quad track and the excitement out there and why farmers really need to take a look at possibly adding this to their operation. Can you give us some of the details here, Mark?
We sure can. The 785 quad track is built on the foundation of the 715 that we launched a couple of years back. So you're going to see an awful lot of similarities there. But really the hallmark behind this model, as well as every Steiger tractor, is the efficient putting power to the ground. We're looking at driving power, performance, productivity, and that's really where this tractor is going to shine. So it's roughly 10% higher in both rated and peak horsepower than the 715. So what does that mean? Well, it translates into being able to pull existing implements maybe a little bit faster. Maybe you can pull your existing ripper a little deeper if you need to break up a hard pan. Maybe it's an opportunity for somebody to size up an implements, in order to cover more acres per pass. So that's really driving that productivity side of the equation.
Well, talk about the technological aspects that are included in the 785 as well. I know there's a lot of great advancements when it comes to ag tech and a lot of those integrations that happen throughout the Case IH lineup. What can farmers expect in the 785?
So with the 785, as well as every Steiger in our lineup, there are two different technology packages. So from a base unit perspective, we have a core package. With that, you get the opportunity to choose between one or two displays. You get the opportunity to choose between our AF3 or AFS3 and AFS1 guidance receiver correction levels. And then every tractor will also have automatic end of row turning, as well as vehicle to vehicle sharing, which is our AccuTurn Pro and AccuSync features. Those are baked into every unit. So you have some level of automation and data sharing between vehicle, no matter which tech package you buy or that's included with the tractor. The nice part about this is with Case IH, connectivity is included. So being able to remotely monitor your fleet as well as that particular tractor performance is no subscriptions.
Well, and I know as well, you alluded to this, just talking about the growth here with the Steiger 785, and we think about the horsepower and all the technology and more. And I just think about producers these days. They're trying to be more efficient, get more things done in a timely manner and comfort in the cab and all these different things. And really, the 785 quad track helps kind of take that next step to improve farmer efficiency, especially during a busy planting season, or if it's during harvest season or fall field work or whatever the case is. Any time of year, we're trying to take that next step in efficiency, it seems here, Mark.
Well, yeah, and efficiency is more than I think folks realize. It's not just how many acres can I cover in a given amount of time. That's certainly part of it. That's kind of the productivity side of the equation. But from a full efficiency standpoint, it could be such things as transport speed. How long does it take to get me from one field to the next? And that's where 26 and a half miles an hour with a 785. So compared to our legacy Fargo track system, or even wheeled tractors, it's 1.5 miles an hour faster. And that's really driven by the larger drive wheel, the longer track that are part of this, as well as our 715 offering. The other side of the efficiency coin could be how long does it take for getting things ready in the morning, or finishing up tasks at night when it comes to inspections and maintenance. And that's as simple and as quick as we can make things. You'll find those on the Steiger offering. We have inspection doors for looking at engine oil. We have toolless removable debris shields, electrically actuated opening for the hood as well as closing it. And then, from a track machine specific item is things like automatic track tensioning. Every time you stroke a remote lever or turn the steering wheel to full lock, the track is tensioned properly. So it's no additional steps that a producer has to take.
Well, any other key features, Mark, you would add about the new pieces in the Steiger lineup? Anything you would reiterate to producers if they're thinking about maybe adding the 785 to their operation, or anything else that you would share with folks here today on the show?
Now, a couple of things that we really haven't touched on yet that I think are important for people to know. One is our exclusive heavy-duty suspended track system. So it is an option on 785s as well as every quad track all the way down to that 475 horsepower level. It's superior power to the ground. It's the ultimate in ride quality because we have independent suspension in both the idler and roller wheels. It's a great footprint. It's the ability to conform the track to the soil for longer track life and better traction, and ultimately reduce compaction. So there's one thing I think folks, if they have not heard of our suspended undercarriage yet, it's a great opportunity to check that out. And then also something brand new with the 785, and this is really geared more towards those folks in heavy hydraulic demand applications like air seeders. We have a new technology or a new option when it comes to hydraulic systems, and that is our Smart Torque 2.0. And what that really entails is 2 hydraulic pumps at 113 gallons a minute total combined flow. But we're using sensors on the pumps to monitor oil flow and oil consumption, and then allowing that to calculate back to the engine drive system and provide optimal power in those lower gears. So from low speed, high demand applications, we're able to give more power back.
Mark, appreciate the insight, and I'm sure if folks want to learn more about all the features in the Steiger lineup, I'm sure online, caseih.com, they can stop into their local dealership and talk with folks there. A lot of ways to get in touch and learn more, isn't there, Mark?
That's right. Those two are probably your primary. The caseih.com is going to have a great amount of information on the 785. Talk to your local dealer, and we do have a great team of field product specialists that would love to come out and talk with you about the 785 and how it can help your operation.
Well, we appreciate the time telling us more about the new Case IH Steiger 785 Quad Track. caseih.com for more. Mark Burns, good to talk with you, sir. Thanks for joining us on the show today. We appreciate it.
I do appreciate the opportunity. Thank you.